Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode reaction to Doctor Who. Oh my god, it's been so long. This is Haarute, my name is Matt. Hello, what's up everyone? Like, I just checked the last Doctor Who video I had on my channel, which was the Daleks in New Year's Eve. Eve of the Daleks, sure, close enough. That came out in January 2022, which feels like it was longer, honestly. It feels like it was like longer than a year ago when it actually wasn't even a year. It's like 10 months. But yes, that was the last episode of Doctor Who I watched, and I watched it around the same time it came out. There was another Doctor Who episode that I didn't watch for the longest time, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Because the Doctor Who special, that's the important special, is coming out soon, and I'm one episode behind, so that's what I'm doing today. So, we're going to be watching Legend of the Sea Devils today, and I think this was like an Easter special. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's anything Easter related in this story, but we'll see. Like, whatever. I'm a person that doesn't care about festivities anyway, so we'll see how this goes. But it's so wild to like go back to that video, because I just went back to it to check when it was uploaded, which was January 12th. Like, the video looks so different to like a video from right now. Like, the setup looks similar. I replaced Curious with Freedom. Everything about this just looks different. I mean, I got new camera settings, I got a new lighting setting. Like, things just probably feel different in general, but that's besides the point. Let's talk about Doctor Who. So last time on Doctor Who, and this is gonna be more of a like a recap for myself of like what were we doing like a year ago, and the answer is, well, the last Dalek episode with a New Year special was actually an episode I really liked, because it was a time loop episode, and that's fun. That's just a fun concept. It's fun to have that as a concept for an episode. We're using the Daleks as just like an issue amplifier, you know. It's like, oh, we're trapped with an alien in a time loop, and it's like, oh my god, we're trapped with a Dalek in a time loop. Oh god. But that's just par for the course for Doctor Who. Now, I like that episode. I like the concept. There were some fun side characters in that episode which I liked, and everyone fell in love in that episode. The side characters, but also it became very, very apparent, more than before, that Yas has a thing for the Doctor. I still don't know how I feel about people falling in love with the Doctor, but sure, we'll see how this goes. It cannot end well, because the issue with the Doctor, and I don't know if I talked about this before, but I probably did, is the fact that like the Doctor is an entity that is gonna exist throughout time. We're gonna have so many seasons of this, which means that Yas is not gonna stay the entire time, but the Doctor will, so this is not gonna end well for her. Alright, so last season, it was a weird season. This is just me trying to recap what happened last time, but yeah, last time we watched a full season, which was, they tried to do like a serialized season, which a single story, which was a fun idea in concept. The story was like a little bit, I don't know about that, but ultimately I do respect the attempt. I would be down for them to try again, but with like something better. Like, that story didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know if I talk about this at all, because I don't know when this was announced, but I've been keeping my ear to the ground with Doctor Who stuff. But Russell T Davies is coming back. I don't know if that had happened by the time previous special came out and I mentioned it, but Russell T Davies is coming back to run the show for next season, and there's also the next anniversary special, and I'm not sure who's going to be doing that one, but if it's Russell T Davies, again, I'm so in for it. I fucking love the Russell T Davies era. Like, I probably prefer the Russell T Davies era more than over any other era, because like my favorite seasons are probably like 9 and 10 with Capaldi and Moffat, but at the same time, if I had to pick an era of the show, it would be Russell T Davies, man. Like, those first 4 seasons and those specials, they were so good, and they had like so much like heart and soul to them. Like, Moffat was like insane shit happening left and right. When we get to the end of it, it feels like way more honest, but the Russell T Davies era felt so much like he brought like a soul to the show. There's so much heart to everything that happened in it. So when you're hitting like the end of the 10th Doctor, you feel like so like done. You feel like so hurt. You feel so emotional, which I never got that again from this show with anyone else, despite like me like being sad at the 12th Doctor gone, and it's my favorite Doctor as well. And I know it's not gonna be the same anymore after that. But the Russell T Davies era did have a way to elicit emotion in you that felt so human, and that's something I really enjoyed about that era. So I'm very excited for that to come back again. It won't be the same, but it will be on the similar vein. That's good enough for me. I don't know if I'm gonna release a video talking about how I feel about the Chibnall era, like after it's done. Maybe I will, I don't know, but we're close to that. So I'll do it because I do think I have stuff to say about it, even though now it's been a while since I watched the first 3 seasons. We really only have specials now, so it's been a while since I watched the era, I guess, but maybe I'll find something to say. Anyway, this is a weird intro because I just keep going on about stuff from the past. Let's focus on the future. Oh, I forgot, as usual, check out the Patreon, link in the description below or the bottom on the screen. You can watch full length for this episode or all Doctor Who episodes, really. I can't offer you early access because I'm doing this as it comes, so yeah, make sure to check that out and just support the channel. That would help out a lot. I would be very grateful to you for that. Let us begin. So, Doctor Who, I don't know what number of episode this is. I think I remember hearing that this episode was meant to come out, like this one and the previous one meant to come out as part of the same season, but because of the COVID, like everything got like shifted around a little bit. I think I remember that. So, let's say that this is 13/8 because I named the Daleks one 13/7, so sure. Doctor Who Series 13, Episode 8. Let's go. I like this. Winner 1807. That's a good. I like the past. I like going to... Oh shit, where are we? I like this. What region of the world are we in? China? She's cool.
She doesn't understand what she'll unleash.
If anything happens to me, the duty passes to you.
Ooh, that's cool. I like this. Like this a lot. So I'm pretty sure that like last season I said that I would love to see Doctor Who like across the world and across time, and the fact that we didn't get to see that made me a little bit disappointed. And I think I specifically mentioned like ancient Japan or China or something. What is that thing? That's just a giant monster? That is also a person. Wait, what was the clothing? Wait, is the monster imprisoned inside the statue? Maybe? And she's freeing it?
I said stop!
Too late. Actually, too late.
Before I kill you!
I don't know about this. Sure. Oh, I forgot we had an intro. Legend of the Sea Devils. Alright, let's do this. I'm so excited we're in like ancient China. I like this setup. We might spend a lot of the episode at sea, but I do like this setup. We're probably not gonna see like a full-on giant village or anything.
What are you wearing?
What she gave me.
Ow! Ow!
Whoa. Is your earring pulling you? The pirates here have a jewelry magnet. Ooh. Screaming. Alright, there we go. Duty calls. Oh, it's raining here. Our demon is just vaporizing people, I guess. Fucking giant demon with a sword. I want to get a better look at it. It's probably some goofy ass costume. Hehe, I like it.
Sea devil.
Land parasite.
Oh, that's a good one. No! What the fuck was that plane? Sure. Is that a ship? It is a ship. Oh, this is fucking cool.
Since when do sea devils have a ship?
This is a pirate sea devil. How you look at his clothing? He looks like a pirate or something.
Pirate sea devils, 19th century China.
This is sick. I love the idea of just this alien just came to Earth and they were like, you know what? Let's become pirates. That sounds cool. And they just got all the attire and the ships and shit and they were like, this is sick. Alright, this lady, still alive. I figured she would survive because she was too cool. And the old man is dead, so now the duty passes on to the kid.
Nestle or Madam Ching. Who are you?
Madam Ching! Pirate queen!
Did I read about her before? I might have. I have to look this up later.
She killed my father and she released the demon.
I mean, she didn't kill your father. She just released the demon, and then the demon killed your father.
They showed me no mercy.
I love this guy. They look so goofy.
Our time has returned.
They look so goofy.
Go into the water.
Alright, this fisherman's gonna get it. This poor guy. My man's out here trying to get some fish, trying to get some food for his village. Bro, just let it go and fucking paddle away, man. Just leave. What? Oh, I see. They can also awaken a giant kraken.
These sea devils cross paths once or twice. Where did they come
I wonder if they're from Classic.
Earth.
Oh,
They were here
really?
Before humans.
Oh, like the Silurians.
Easy to kill her. Whoa! Have to avenge my father.
Okay, calm down, Montoya.
You must be pretty good at fighting if you've survived to be 70? 60? 42?
Oh my god. Yeah?
Let me do the talking here.
Also, this was a terrible plan and idea. It wasn't even a plan and an idea. They just came in here. We're like, wait, what do we do now?
No crew. I'm no expert, and I don't know how many crew.
What are her expressions? Did her crew die or something? Even further into the past, 300 years. That's fine. I do like this. Hanging out with the Chinese pirates centuries back.
Go! All of you. That includes you, Leibao.
This is interesting.
He's forcing them off to die in the water.
Is that what is happening? Okay, there we go.
Oh no.
Sea Devil.
My lord,
I see.
my ship is yours.
Ji-hun's in league with the sea devils.
The lost ship is the Sea Devil ship. The Sea Devils actually have everything. The ship and maybe even the treasure.
Victory!
His sword is better than yours. Yes, glowy shit.
And that's the trouble with history, never anything like the books. Same as Stephen King movie.
That's a good one.
With a bit of luck, we'll find the wreck of Ji-hun's ship and the lost treasure.
No, because he gave the ship away to the Sea Devil. Did they not hear that part? Maybe they didn't. Unless I misunderstood, but I think the Sea Devil ship is that ship.
You're like a kid sometimes.
All the time.
What, only
That's a good
sometimes?
thing. That's good. I like this. This is a cool effect. I like it a lot. This is very, very pretty. There's no shipwreck though.
Not a bad day, am I?
Ooh.
Something's missing.
The shipwreck.
No ship, Sherlock.
That's a good one.
At very least there'd be a wreck.
Jess is like, wait, I thought we were having a moment. We need to get out. Just face out. Just fucking face the fuck out. Oh, that's a cool effect. The star sense, alright. Yeah, fuck whatever is happening.
Nothing is more important than getting our hands on that treasure.
Why?
Why is it so important?
Yeah, this sounds like almost personal.
My crew were taken.
Okay, yeah, that's what happened.
There's a ransom to pay.
That's where you want to get the treasure. To get your crew back.
I could lose my sons.
Ooh. I actually really like this. I do. I know this is just episodic drama, but I like it. I like this like pirate queen shit. Trying to protect her crew, protect her family. Worcester, Kurakish.
Man the cannons.
Hey yo, we're gonna get to shoot a fucking kraken. We're gonna need the doctor here. We're gonna need the doctor to do some bullshit. Does that even hit? Like, yeah. That was not good is what it was. What the fuck? Ooh. How the fuck did it do that?
We made it our own.
Yeah, this is Isham. Doctor, you're a little bit slow on that one. I'm gonna lie.
You really pimped his ride.
Call exhibit right now.
Now tell me where the keystone is.
We don't know what you're talking. What do you reckon, Yaz? Should we tell him or should we not?
Oh, we totally know what you're talking about. Is he not dead? Is he like put into some ecstasy some sort of shit? Yeah, he's anesthetist. Wow, that's fucked up though.
To save my men, to allow them to escape.
I see.
My ship was carrying the most formidable gem, infinite powers.
Ooh, there's a MacGuffin.
I gave it to my most trusted crew member and got him off my ship.
Oh.
The Hua Shen has located it on the surface. Any last words to try and save your skin, Doctor?
Yep.
Yep. Never allowed the doctor to literally say anything before you swing. Just fucking swing. Do they have the keystone? Like somehow they have it? The creature located it, so the creature's with them. I got the second one. You got Jion out? Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. Is she the descendant of one of the dude that survived?
Orange Jewel.
can glow unexpectedly.
Is it her earring or oh, him.
It's nothing. It belonged to my mother. She got it from her grandfather. It goes all the way back to the Great Lay Bow.
Lay bow.
Yeah.
You followed Lay Bow.
I was tricked.
You were defeated. The legend of the keystone told it could be used to entomb aggressors.
Oh, that's what happened.
The world is now doomed. The keystone is mine.
We gotta save the world now. Okay, we're here now.
Melt the ice. Shift the current. Say hello to my crew.
Okay, our team. Oh, we're gonna have a sword fight. Oh, that's cool. It's been a couple years. Yeah, everyone's fighting. Can you disable his sword with the sonic screwdriver or something? Or is the glowing stuff just LEDs? They have no effect. Focus on the fight though. Man, he's a very slow swinger.
You saved my life.
I should have saved your father's.
Oh, that's a good line.
Now fight.
Get a sword and fight. Let's go, boy. Yeah, she can use the sonic. Ooh. We're not gonna show it, but
It took my ship, my crew, and my life. No mercy.
I don't blame him for this.
Did you say anything to the doctor?
Like what?
Hold tight.
Ugh. Oh my god, he's getting a taste of adventure.
Go and offload the treasure from my ship. If you get it now, that treasure can still do some good.
Alright, let's go. That was instantaneous. What the fuck?
Where did you learn to deal with your enemies like that?
You should meet me, Mom.
Sure. Fun bit.
You know, I said earlier about not being a bad date. Well, dates are not something I really do, you know. I mean, I used to, have done, and if I was going to, believe me, it'd be with you.
Aww.
I think you're one of the greatest people I've ever known,
Aww.
including my wife. You what? It was a long time ago. I was a different man back then.
Yeah, I had a dumb bow tie.
If it was going to be anyone, it'd be you. Time always runs out.
Sense of foreboding.
Oops, I just lessened the time. You have to go. Get the others out. I'll keep this in place.
No, you go.
Ooh.
The world out there is in line, but if I can help preserve it for others, all those centuries will not have been for nothing.
You truly are a legend.
That's
You
cool.
need to run.
I like how he just randomly showed up, but this is cool. I wish we had spent more time with this guy. Yeah.
No one will ever believe me.
That's what makes a good legend.
Ooh.
I'm sorry for what happened to your father, but you could find a home here. It's part of my crew.
Really?
It's cute. She just adopted a new kid.
Di,
Oh.
just leaving you a voice message, so no need to pick up.
Hmm? Oh.
Weird. I was just thinking about you. And your big duff face.
Alright. We're planting the seeds for Dan leaving, I guess. I also think we're gonna be planting the seeds for Jazz leaving.
I can't fix myself to anything, anywhere, or anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't want to, but if I do fix myself to somebody, I know sooner or later it'll hurt.
I really like this scene a lot.
My nanny says, courage is knowing something will hurt and doing it anyway. Mind you, she also said it's the definition of stupidity.
Yep.
I wish.
You can't say you wish out loud.
Can where I'm from. I wish this would go on forever.
But it won't. I wish that immediately won't come true. Oh boy. And that's my episode. I don't know if there's like a preview of next special coming out or something at the end, but I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch the special when it comes out in less than a week. It's over a week. It's 8 days. That's when I watched the special. All right, that was Legend of the Sea Devils, and you could already feel it like 2 episodes ago, but it's this feeling of like we're about to hit an ending, or we are definitely about to hit an ending. But the thing about it is that it's not just an ending; it's also just they're trying to make more drama out of it, which is fine. I like it. Because it's this idea of the doctor getting into a relationship with Yaz, and Yaz falling in love with the doctor, and the possibility of the doctor doing the same thing, But the thing about the Doctor is that the Doctor is never going to fall in love with people because the Doctor lives up for centuries, millennia, and the Doctor also fundamentally changes as a person, and feelings change, times change, everything changes. And at the end of the day, you can't possibly affix yourself to anything. That's the problem with the Doctor. That's the curse of the Doctor. And we've tackled on this many times before. But I do like this moment where they just sit there and address it. They just sit there and talk about it. And that's very good. I really enjoyed that. They're not just cracking jokes at each other. They're actually just saying, hey, this is kind of how I feel, and this is the reason why I'm not doing something. Like, the Doctor can tell that this is how Yas feels. The Doctor's not playing dumb anymore. The Doctor says, hey, if I were to be with anyone, it would be you, because I think you are amazing. The problem is that I can't. And of course, this feels so awful for Yas as well, because, hey, I am into you, and I can tell that maybe you're into me as well, but we're not doing it. And I do like that Yas tried to bring it back a little bit when she said, my nan says that the definition of courage is when you know that something will hurt, but you're going to do it anyway. But she also said that's the definition of stupidity, which is, it's great, actually. That's an amazing descriptor for it. And I do like this drama. I really do. If anything, I wish that this was brought up before. You know, because during the first season, during series 11, we had like practically nothing for this. You know, we had nothing as an indicator that Yas might have a thing for the Doctor, or that some feelings might be growing, arising. That didn't happen. It wasn't until like series 12 when you finally start seeing some stuff happening, like she's obsessing a little bit much with the Doctor. I think it happened like after series 12 when you start seeing like a little bit of the obsession happening, and it's only in series 13, which is only 6 episodes, and then these 2 episodes where it becomes very clear. And I wish this was done sooner. I do. I wish this was a thing that we could have explored a little bit more sooner. It would have made Yas's character way more interesting, as well as the Doctor, if we can see how the Doctor feels. But instead, we didn't. And I the only thing I would say that would make this better is if it was done sooner. But I do like that this is being done. I do like it a lot. And we're also feel like we're giving Dan a reason to just leave, because Dan is having this moment of I'm missing Di, and Di calls them and it's like, I'm missing you too. So it's like, okay, they're finally gonna like maybe have a moment where they get together, even though like 2 episodes ago she was like, I don't want to see you. But you know what, that's fine. You know, people are weird and complex. Their relationships and feelings are complicated. So at that moment she was like, maybe I don't want to see you. But now she's like, actually, you know what? I was thinking about you again. So that works. That's sure. I believe it. So in all of this, we're getting the seeds for what's going to be the end to the 13 Doctors era and this entire era of the show. And we're going to have to say goodbye to every character. And I will talk more about that when that happens, potentially in a week. I actually don't know. Like, I actually don't know when the 13th Doctor regenerates. I know it's happening soon. I just don't know if it's going to be next week or not. It might happen next week, or it might be like next year. I don't know what's going to be the releases of like specials and seasons and shit. Don't tell me. Actually, don't tell me. Me saying that is not an invitation for you to tell me. I understand that you're like a hardcore Doctor Who fan, and honestly, so was I. But because I've been having my mind with so many other different things lately, I haven't been paying attention that closely to what's going on, which means that this is better for me too, because I actually get excited to watch the show whenever I do, but I don't know what's coming. So that's the best way to enjoy this, actually. So I don't want to know when the 13th Doctor regenerates, and I don't want to know if it's going to be next week or not. And I don't want to know what's coming. I only know RTD is coming. I know sort of who the next Doctor Who actor is going to be. The next Doctor. I have seen that. I don't remember his name. I remember people talked about it and I was like, oh, that's cool. But like, I personally, well, I don't know British actors, but I don't know actors in general. So when they said, oh, it's this guy, I'm like, okay, I don't know him, but good for him. I like him, but that's it. So we'll see how he does. So I have seen him. So we'll see him again, maybe in a week, maybe longer. But I don't know exactly where we're going to be going. I only know RTD and him. Actually, this is enjoyable for me, just because going back to Doctor Who, instead of like thinking about Doctor Who constantly, I'm only going back to it whenever it comes out. But because I'm excited to watch Doctor Who, just because I I enjoy this episode a lot. I did. And the reason why is because we start and it's like 1890 China, and I'm like, done. I'm sold. You know, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before during Flux. That was the name of the season. I forgot. Flux. During Flux, I remember there was a moment where Yas and Dan were like stuck in the past and they were traveling around alongside that other guy. What was his fucking name? He was the best character in that season. The doctor dude, not the doctor. It was like a psychiatrist. He was awesome. And then he sacrificed him at the end. I was like, fuck you. He's the best character. Fuck off. He's like arguably a better character than every other companion we've had this entire like era. I really like that guy. Yeah, they were traveling around with him, and I thought that was super cool. And I wish we had spent more time with them doing that, but they didn't. And I remember I mentioned that something I really want to see more of is like Doctor Who traveling around the world and traveling around the past, because like oftentimes we see traveling to the past, but it's often like England again, or Europe in some way, or we can go to America, sure, but at the end of the day we don't really go outside of what is considered to be Western culture. And the best thing about like the idea of time travel and adventure to me is getting to see different cultures. I'm turning into an anthropologist here, but like I actually do enjoy that a lot. That's like the most interesting part about it for me. So to me, if you're gonna time travel, if you go to the past or the future, I would prefer past. And if we choose location, I would go like anywhere that's not a place that's like Western culture common. So no Europe, no North America. You go to Central or South America, you go to Africa, you go to Asia. I don't care about anywhere else. Like that, those are really cool places to visit and explore that culture. And I get it. I know it's difficult to do because you only have limited budget and trying to replicate some kind of like ancient civilization. And it would be difficult and it would be resource expensive. Like maybe you cannot replicate what a place like that would be realistically in any capacity. So hey, let's go to fucking England again. We can film in England. We can just do England again. Like that works, but it's not as interesting. This episode, we're going to 1800s China, and for a second we went to 1500s China, which is even better. But it was awesome because we got to see a bunch of like fucking Chinese pirates and villagers and shit, and that was great. Given most of the episode took place in a ship, so it was just a set, and then CG ocean, and then another underground like cavern, which was more just like practical effects and CG and stuff. I do like to see the ocean though. The ocean is fun. I know it's all just CG, but it's fine. I like it. I like the environment, which is the lack of environment, but that's what's cool about the ocean when you see it in media. So that was fun to see. And we got to see a village like right at the beginning of the episode, which I like. It was a Chinese village, and we got to see this guy. I forgot his name. This guy with his father, and they're talking about this curse or stuff. It's not like a curse, but it was she doesn't know what she's doing kind of thing, and that was cool too. That was all very great. I enjoy what they show me at the beginning of the episode with the village. I enjoy ships at sea, and I enjoy seeing all these actors, and everyone is very like dressed very much Chinese contemporary. So it's like, you know what? That's good. More of that, please. Which takes me to my next point. So, who was this lady? Okay, so I just read the Wikipedia article for Sheng Sao, also known as Shi Yanggu, also known as Shi Yang, also known as Xing Shi, who is the female pirate that was in this episode, which I was wondering if I had read about her before, and I'm pretty sure I did. So she is considered to be probably the most successful female pirate and one of the most successful pirates in history, just in general. Apparently, her pirate fleet had so much power. Like, she personally commanded 24 ships and over 1,400 pirates. That's a lot. So apparently, they had so much power, and the Chinese Empire was so like desperate to just get rid of pirates that she was able to just straight up walk in and negotiate, hey, we're gonna stop if you just give us a bunch of shit. And then they were like, all right, sure. So then she was pardoned, and everyone around her life and the fleet was pardoned. Also, she married her stepson, which is, I mean, it's I read about the dude, and apparently, like, she was married to the previous captain of the ship, and he had his stepson, which is really just a child that he kidnapped and was like, hey, join my fleet. And then he became a pirate, and apparently she fell in love with him after the dude died. So they got together, and apparently like she managed to live a good old peaceful life after she quit being a pirate. Like, she was a pirate for a couple years, and then she was like, hey yo, give me a bunch of money and I'll stop, and they did. So then she just lived a peaceful life. I think she was the owner of some like very famous gambling house, and then she died at like 68. So that's it. she did fine. She was doing fine. So that's cool. I really like this. I've said this before. This is like my favorite thing about Doctor Who sometimes. And it's just like, hey, we're just going to go to the past and we're going to meet some like important figure in history. And the thing about it is that like oftentimes they'll give me a figure that I don't know much about, but what I will do is that then I'll go read about them. Sometimes I will know who they are. Like, they threw me Nikola Tesla and I'm like, I know that guy. They threw me Rosa Parks and I was like, I know that woman, you know? Sometimes it will be some kind of obscure like English historical figure, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what's going on here. I am not English, but it is interesting to learn about history. I do love learning about history. So whenever a little bit of history sneaks into the show, I'm like, I want to know more about that. So I love this, and the fact that they threw Ching Shi in here, I've read about her before in the context of like, this is like the most successful female pirate in history, and I'm like, she's cool. Is it me, or is like my footage like a little bit blurry? Why is that? It shouldn't be. That's the problem. It shouldn't be blurry. Like, I can do that. That looks nightmarish. Let's not do that. I already messed with the focus. It should be fine. Like, let me mess with the focus live on camera. Like, that becomes even blurrier, right? No, and then we do this, and I'm just out now. But you can see my finger if I put it right close to the camera, though. Let's go back to normal. But more again on the topic of history, I really like the character Yi-hun just coming in, because he's a dude from a ship that was like from the 1500s, and then he went to the future, which is still our past, but it's 300 years into his future, which is really fun. And at first we think he's a bastard, but then he's like, actually, no, I was just kicking my people out because I didn't want them to die. And also I was going to trick the Sea Devil, but then they fucked me up, and now I'm here. And he was like imprisoned in Estasis for like, I don't know, like 300 years, but like, how was that what they did? I don't know what exactly they did to him, but he was in prison for 300 years. He wasn't dead. Maybe he was like cryogenically like placed, so he wasn't aware of the time that had passed, but it looked like he was, which is fucked up. So then I really like when he just kills the Sea Devil. It's like, it's a kill that you don't even see. It just happens. And then the Doctor was like, I didn't say anything about killing. He's like, he took my ship, he took my people, and he took my life. So you know what? Fuck this fish. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I get it. That's fine. Like, I feel no attachment to the fish in order to like spare his life. And I know that's not the way the Doctor does stuff, which is why she said that. But at the same time, you know what? I get it, man. Which is why he wasn't painted as like an evil guy. Because then later in the episode, he's the hero. He comes in, he's like, I will stay here. You can go out and escape. Like, that's good. I like that. Because I also do like the idea of like this character who's out of time is a character from the past. And given we could have taken him back to his own time, he didn't know that. But he's making his heroic sacrifice, so we're not going to stop him. It's this thing of like, if I was 300 years into the future, I would have this moment of like, I have nowhere to go. Like, everything's gone. Everyone's gone. So maybe I would just be like, you know what? I'm done here, you know? Like, maybe it's time. And he's like, you know what? Heroic sacrifice. Let's go. Let's do it. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. I really enjoy characters that are out of time. They're out of place and they are cool. That's why I really enjoy that guy, the psychiatrist dude or whatever. I really like him. I want him back. Fucking forgot his name. God damn it. Let me skim through this episode again, just to see what else I can say about it. I mean, Sea Devils. I mean, okay, I'll be honest with you. Sea Devils, Doctor Who. Season 9, Season 10, Season 21, Series 5, Series 12, and the 2022 special. Wait, they were in the 11th hour? Yeah, okay, this is all flashbacks. This is the first time we see him in modern Doctor Who, which is not like a weird like image that you see in like a flashback of a previous episode. But they are primarily a classic antagonist. So the Sea Devils in season 9, which is third Doctor, right? Yeah, they showed up 3 times before. It's good. It's good to bring them back again. I enjoy having aliens show up again. Well, this is not an alien. This came from Earth. But it's essentially just a Silurian, but aquatic, the Sea Devil. It's interesting that they call them Sea Devils. Like, what do they prefer to be called? Like, that's something I want to know. What is the name of the race? But I enjoy that. Another, like, classic race or antagonist or something showing up again. I enjoyed that. They're pirates this time. That's even cooler. It's cooler the fact that they were like, you know what? Pirates, they're cool. So I enjoyed that. I didn't know that they were classic antagonists, but the moment they started talking about it, I was like, okay, they're probably from classic. They look like they're from classic. They look really goofy, which I was a big fan of. I enjoy whenever we get to see a Doctor Who like dumb costume with some dumb CG, and it looks so funny. And I'm like, you know what? That's good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. I have to say though, I've noticed this, and this may be the case for like previous episodes as well, but I noticed in this episode a lot more, just because it had been a while since I've seen the show, that there were a lot of like weird cuts in it. Like, of course, the action is weird, but like, how do I say this? I've been watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which came out in like 1996. Some of the action in that show was better than the action in this episode. Because we had a lot of like characters like doing like and that slow with like a sword, and you don't see the hit. You just only see a cut to another character being like and that's it. That didn't feel good. Also, we did have like the kill happen off camera. We didn't get to see it. So like a lot of things happening in this episode feel like a little bit like, come on guys, wait, like this direction is not great. And I get it that it's probably because of like they couldn't film it good, like limitations with the budget or some of the stuff they wanted they couldn't. So I don't know, some kind of limitation that makes it so they can do it. But come on guys, I want to see it. Like, it just makes it weird. We had a couple of like scenes that like felt like we're gonna do this, and then they're doing it, and it's like it feels like we're missing one transitional scene. It feels like it didn't transition well from one scene to the other. So that's something I'll say. It's very nitpicky, but it's something I definitely noticed watching this, and I can't tell if it's just this episode or it was the previous like 3 seasons as well. It could have been, actually. It's been a while since I've seen them, but now that I have like more comparison, because I've been watching more live action shows and I can compare one from the other, I'm like, yeah, this feels a little bit odd. It's been a while since I've seen it, so yeah, it stands out more to me. I enjoy the shot of the Doctor and Yas looking out from what's happening underwater. Again, Yas keeps having romantic moments, and the Doctor is like, okay, no, let's go back on track. And Yas is like, God damn it. But the Doctor is also doing that because the Doctor is trying to deflect and go back into not romance, because if we do romance, we're going to get hurt. So, and that's like a tragic thing about the Doctor. And we can talk about that, but we already done so before. Like, this is just a constant. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for me in this video. I am excited to watch the special next week. I don't know when this is going to be coming out. It would be really funny if this came out like when the special comes out, and I'm like, what's up guys, I'm watching this episode from 8 months ago. I could do that. That would be funny. But no, I'll see what I can do. I see when I can edit this to come out as soon as possible. But please understand, this is gonna fuck me up. Like, this October is fucked up for me. I have a Buffy video ideally I wanted it to come out yesterday, and it didn't. So I have to finish that. I have to record, watch, talk about, and edit Chainsaw Man and get that out ASAP. I want to kind of watch Bleach. I have to edit this episode I'm recording right now. And then I have to do that for the special next week as well. So I'm fucked. Okay, I'm just going to go, guys. It's late already. It's like 11 p.m. I'm just going to go edit Buffy now. Thank you so much for watching this reaction episode to Doctor Who. See you on the special. And alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode reaction to Doctor Who. If you would like to watch the next episode, subscribe to the channel. It will come out in a week. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Take care.